What's going on now? It's your boy Skip, aka Skip and Tosh here of the Sacktown Breakdown. Uh, Not stoked about this one. Just took the L to the good old Charlotte Hornets. Final score 112-102. Or excuse me, 110-102. Charlotte Hornets 110, us 102. It would have been 99 to 110, but Buddy Hill hit a three at like the last second when no one was guarding him. Because it's his birthday, so that's his birthday three. But yeah, we took the L. It was bad. Let's run it down. Let's not waste any time on this one. Because gosh, this was ugly. This was really, really ugly. All right, so first quarter, they got us. They scored 26, we scored 21. Second quarter, they scored 27, we scored 26. Third quarter is when we started to rally back just a little bit. We scored 32, they scored 27, and then they literally just put us away in the fourth quarter. They scored 30, we scored 23. We could take a look at the game leaders. As you can see, De'Aaron Fox did play this game. This was De'Aaron Fox's first game back from his grade 3 ankle sprain, which that is a partial tear. But he came back strong, 19 points to Malik Monk, his fellow colleague and fellow Kentucky Wildcat teammate. Malik had 23. Marvin Bagley had 7 rebounds. Bismack Biyombo had 12. Fox had 8 assists. You like to see that in the first game back. And Deontay Graham had 7. Rashawn Holmes with 3 blocks and Marvin Williams with 2. Take a look at the team stats here. And boy, oh boy, does it tell a story. So we got more shot attempts. We straight up did. But we only made 38 out of our 92 attempts, and we were 41% from the field, while they made 39 of only 81 attempts, and they were almost 50%, 48.1% from the field. Three-pointers is another place where we just stunk. We took 40, but we only made 14. That's 35%, right below league average, or at league average if you want to say. They were 13 of 30. Deontay Graham was lighting it up. I mean, he missed his fair share, don't get me wrong, but he was drilling some long-range threes. So they shot 43% from 3. That alone just does it. But not only that, they got to the free throw line 27 times this game. Now they were 19 for 27, so they didn't shoot it all that well, but they got there 70% from the line. We were 92% to the line, but we only got there 13 times and we made 12 of them. Assists, they had us beat by 3. They had 26 to our 23. Rebounds, this is where we got killed again. 51 rebounds on their side, 33 on ours. Jeez Louise. Offensive rebounds, they had 16 to our 10. We did have 10 steals to their 5. They had 8 blocks, we had 5, and they had 16 turnovers, we only had 10. We still lost compared to our 27 turnovers that we had against the Warriors the other night. That was ridiculous. Anyway, let's go over to the stats. Let's look at theirs first. Cody Zeller in his 31 minutes had 17 points, 6 of 13 from the field, had 9 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 blocks. He almost had a double-double. Deontay Graham in his 38 minutes, oddly enough, only had 15 points, but you could see he was 4 of 11 from 3. He was drilling some timely ones too, and had 4 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 turnovers, a steal, and a block. Scary Terry didn't have that scary of a game, to be honest. 32 minutes, he had 11 points. He was 4 of 16 from the field. He did hit 2 of his 5 3-pointers. I don't even remember him hitting them. 6 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 turnovers, 1 steal, 1 block. So overall, still a solid game, a somewhat solid game from your point guard. Bismack Biyombo in his 24 minutes had 10 points, and he had 12 rebounds. So he did have a double-double, 2 assists, 3 turnovers. And then I always get which Bridges it is mixed up. Let's just tap on his name because I got a feeling it's Michael. Okay, this was Miles Bridges. See, I would have got it wrong. Miles Bridges had a nasty posterizing dunk on Fox. It was bad. Spun off of him down the lane and just yammed on him. It was bad. But it's 21 minutes. He only had 4 points, which is weird. I didn't realize that. Only had 1 rebound. So no wonder why he only played 21 minutes. Malik Monk in his 26 minutes had 23 points like we saw, 10 rebounds. So he had a double-double. Jeez, he got 10 rebounds? My goodness. And then 4 assists, 1 steal. Marvin Williams lit us up from 3-point. 3 of 5, but it felt like a lot more than that. 16 points, 5 of 8 from the field, had 3 rebounds, 1 steal, 2 blocks. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist only played 14 minutes, had 7 points, and that's it. And, yep. And then I don't know which Martin this is, but he lit us up too. He hit a 3. He had 7 points. He had 6 rebounds. And Nicholas Batum still doesn't play basketball. Let's go over to the Kings. Harrison Barnes had 14, but kind of struggled a little bit. 6 of 17 from the field. That's where he struggled, was from 3. 1 of 6 from 3. 4 rebounds, an assist, a turnover. Buddy Hield, Buddy's been averaging like 24 attempts per game. He had 14 points. He only shot the ball 13 times. He was 5 of 13. Although from 3, he shot 50%. He was 4 of 8. Last little 3 that he hit is going to help out his little incentives in his contract. But 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 turnover, 1 steal for Buddy. Nemanja, again, didn't have a great game, but had a somewhat solid game. 30 minutes, 12 points. He had 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, and 1 block. Rashawn Holmes in his 21 minutes, and his minutes have been getting reduced since Bags is back, obviously. But he had 11 points, 4 of 10 from the field, 3 of 3 from free throw. Had 5 rebounds, and you could see, like, usually he has more rebounds. So Cody Zeller and Bismack Biyombo, they were down there banging bodies with him. 1 assist, 2 steals, 3 blocks, and then Corey Joseph in his 20 minutes only had 2 points. He did have 2 rebounds. He had 5 assists, thankfully, 2 turnovers, 1 steal. Fox played 29 minutes. He had 19 points, 6 of 13 from the field, 2 of 6 from 3. That's solid for Fox. Hit almost all his free throws, only missed 1, 5 of 6. Had 8 assists, which is solid. 3 turnovers, 2 steals. He had 5 fouls. He almost fouled out. Bagley, 22 minutes, had 14 points. Same thing, 6 of 13 from the field. He was 1 of 2 from 3. It's good to see Bagley shoot a 3 and make it. 7 rebounds, 1 assist. Only 3 fouls this time, which is good. Bogey played 29 minutes. Bogey, not typical Bogey, only 10 points. 50% from 3, 2 of 4. 2 assists, 1 turnover, 2 steals. And then Trevor Ariza in his 18 minutes had 6 points. He easily could have had 12. He had 2 threes that went in and then popped back out. But he did hit some 3s, so he's 2 of 5. That's crazy. He would have been 4 of 5. That's nuts. And then he had 6 rebounds, 1 turnover, 1 steal. And in a nutshell, there you have it. Key things to take away from this, if there is any. We honestly just weren't hitting shots. We had a lot of shots, and even the kind of shots that we want, they just weren't going in, to be honest with you. And then we didn't get to the free throw line enough. Also got out rebounded. We were getting boxed out. The ball was kind of bouncing all over the place too, but that was really it. It was nothing crazy. Shots weren't dropping. We were going in and out. We didn't get to the line enough. And we got it out rebounded. That was the game. We didn't turn the ball over a bunch. We learned from that the other night, and we got Fox back. Even though he came off the bench, which, again, he ended the game. And, it ain't really how you start, it's how you end it. But we just didn't have what it takes tonight. They were just flat out the better team. I didn't see a whole lot of mistakes from the coaching end. Not that we coached a perfect game, but I mean, they were literally just playing better than us, like just flat out. So really not a lot to take from it. On to the next one. Let's see who we play next. I believe we play we play the Pacers next. That's not going to be an easy game. I was hoping we could steal this one, do our best in Indiana, steal Memphis, and then come home and, on Monday the 23rd, which is my birthday, and maybe surprise Houston. But honestly, I mean, if we could steal the Memphis game, we won in Golden State, so that'll make us, that would be 500 on the road. As far as the record, that would have us at, so we'll lose one more game, that'll have us at 12-16, and then we win one more, that'll have us at 13-15. That'll have us at 13-15 when we get back. And for the rest of the month, we got the Rockets on Monday, Minnesota next Thursday, Phoenix on Saturday the 28th. That's all. And then Denver on the 29th, back to back. And then we got the Clippers on the 31st. Man, that's ugly. Oh, gosh, that's ugly. All right. We're going to do our best. The bad part about it is the bottom of the West is pretty bad. So, I worry. I'm still not super worried about the Knicks, and I'm still not even super worried about Minnesota. I just don't feel like Minnesota has the roster, and I don't feel like Karl Anthony Towns can play good enough to lift them over the top. I'm worried about OKC, honestly, just because they got Chris Paul. Chris Paul knows how to win. He'll do whatever it takes to win, and they have serviceable players. They got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who's a lengthy, attacking, two-way guard. They have Danilo Gallinari. Gallo can light it up. He can stroke it on you from three, or he can, hit some Euro moves and get into the paint on you. They got Steven Adams, so they got a big body. They got Nerlens Noel coming off the bench for them. I don't know what's up with Tony Ferguson. I don't know if he's hurt or not, and don't they got Tybull? So I mean, they got a little roster. I'm trying to think who else they got there. I mean, that's pretty much their squad, but that's a little squad right there. So, CP helming it. It's hard, man. That's really who I'm worried about. And they got enough, like Billy Donovan got them playing enough defense that they could squeak out games. So, luckily we got Fox back now and we got Bagley back. So it's going to take a few games to get them worked in, but it's just schedule for the rest of December is ugly. And then once we get into January, let's just take a look at January real quick. Once we get into January, okay, so on the second, we got Memphis, we got New Orleans, we got Golden State. So that's where we're going to have to really tighten up. And then we got Phoenix. We're going to have to try to do what we can against them. Then we got Milwaukee. So it's cool. We got a little homestand. We got a handful of games at home. 3 games, 1 game away in Phoenix, and we come back in 3 games at home. Milwaukee's going to be a tough pill to swallow. Orlando's going to be scrappy with their defense. And Luka should be back with Dallas by Wednesday, January 15th. So that's going to be rough. And then we hit the road, and we got Utah, then we got Miami, Detroit, and Chicago again. We owe Chicago, Minnesota, and then OKC comes, and we got the Clippers again. So if we're gonna get to 500 at this point, that's where it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen right there in those string of games. And we're going to have to win 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to have to win at least 5 out of the 7 games. All right, y'all. All right, Kings. Let's see where we go. Anyway, I won't make this one too long. Big shout out to our sponsor, Tabu Ohana Gaming Chairs. Get yourself a gaming chair like this. You know what I mean? Nice, comfortable. Look at this material. Just look at this. It's nice and soft. Got all of that right there. It's comfortable, bro. 40% off if you use my download code SKIPTC. Link is in the description, of course. And they help orphans, and they're run by veterans, so you feel good about it both ways. And then, other side, computer booter. If you're looking to get that gamer in your life, or that younger gamer or that older gamer, a little gift for the holidays, stop in the computer booter in Sacramento area over in Carmichael. Link is in the description, of course, and hook them up. Also, they're a gaming lounge, so if you're looking to just go and do some PC gaming, maybe some VR, retro consoles, current consoles, they got it all there. They got modifications for controllers and all sorts of crazy stuff, games. So go check them out. And they also do repairs too. So if that Xbox or that PlayStation isn't working, or you got an iPhone or a computer, go see Dave. He's a super cool dude. You always feel good talking to him. He's just got great vibes, and he'll be more than willing to help you out. Outside of that, that's that, y'all. Smash Brothers tournaments on Friday nights out there at Computer Booter, so check them out. For my man Tap, who's working hard, it's your boy Skip. Always happy to be here with y'all. And y'all have a good rest of your night. Peace.